Begin by filing the nails to the desired shape with a 240 grit file. Gently remove the shine using a spongy buffer. Clean the cuticle area of any dead tissue. I prefer to use my electric file and a cuticle skiver bit. By using this bit, you are able to get into all of the corners of the nails easily to remove all dead tissue. Be careful to always stabilize your hand. As you can see, I am placing my pinky on my middle finger of my opposite hand. This gives me better control of the pressure of the e-file. Always use a medium to low speed on the natural nail and gently, barely skim over the surface. And be careful not to go over the same area more than once. This bit is very gentle, but it must be used with care on the natural nail to avoid damage. The bit has a rounded tip which is designed to gently exfoliate the dead skin on the cuticle area. I rarely use a cuticle nipper. I find this bit works most effectively for a dry cuticle prep. I also use this bit on the skin surrounding the nail and the fingertip if it becomes hard or calloused. My clients actually love the feel of this bit. They say it feels like a cuticle massage. Once you've prepped all the nails, use a lint-free cotton wipe and Akzentz Prep and Wipe to remove any oils, bacteria, and dust. Once I've finished with all 5 nails, I usually fold over my wipe and then clean them once more with the clean side of the wipe. To begin your gel manicure application, start with a thin layer of Akzentz Luxio base gel. Once again, always stabilize your hand for maximum control. Be sure to cover the entire nail, the sidewalls, and the free edge. Using your line of light, turn the finger in all directions to be sure you are covering the entire nail. Be careful not to pull the gel into the sides. Keep your application nice and thin. Akzentz Luxio gel polish is UV and LED compatible. You may cure it in a UV lamp for 2 minutes or an LED lamp for 30 seconds. Akzentz new LED lamp is designed to cure 4 fingers first, and then the thumb separately. There is a sensor feature that will automatically turn the light on when the fingers are placed inside the light. After the 30 seconds is complete, the light will beep and your client may remove the 4 fingers and insert the thumb. Before curing, I usually go back and check my base application to make sure there is no excess gel pooling at the edges. The LED lamp comes equipped with a base. The base allows for the fingers to slide under the light so that the thumbnail can rest perfectly inside the light when curing. It is very important to be sure your client's nails are inserted properly into the light to assure a good cure every time.
While the first hand is curing, you may begin the application on the second hand.
After the base gel is completely cured, you can apply your first layer of color. For this gel manicure, I chose the new UV LED Options Sparkles Pink. Mix it carefully before using. Akzentz's new UV LED Options line is a soak-off gel polish, and it comes in a pot rather than a polish bottle. The Options gel polishes are thicker and much more heavily pigmented. Keep your application nice and thin. I use both types of gel polish depending on the look I am trying to achieve, and also depending on my client's nails. I find that the UV LED Options gels are much stronger and hold up better on clients with weak and thin nails. I also prefer the UV LED Options whenever I am doing a design such as an ombre. With a heavily pigmented gel such as this, it is much easier to blend in and fade. Mainly, it is a preference. Some techs prefer a polish bottle, but there are many techs who still prefer the colored gel out of a pot. They feel it is a much more precise and professional application. With Akzentz gels, you may layer the Luxio, the Options without any problems. They are all formulated to work together as a system. After your first layer of color is complete, you may cure it in the UV or LED lamp, as directed earlier. For the French tip, I'm using the UV LED Options Bright White. This is a new and improved formula and is extremely white and easy to apply with excellent coverage in one coat, without any shadows or pooling. This new formula is by far the easiest paint-on white gel I've ever used, and I use it for all of my pink and white gel manicures and gel nail enhancements. I apply it to all 5 nails. Hold your brush at a 0-degree angle. This gel also self-levels, so you don't have to be too fussy when applying it. I start with the pinky and work my way towards the thumb with my application, always making sure there's not too much gel on the brush. If there is excess gel, I just wipe it off on the inside rim of my pot. When you are finished applying the white to all 5 nails, go back and swipe your smile line to perfect it. Using a clean brush, always be sure to wipe off any white gel that may get on your brush before moving to the next nail. Notice that when I swipe my smile line, I'm always stabilizing my hand, and I'm very slowly and carefully controlling my brush. After you've finished swiping all 5 nails, cure the first hand and repeat the application on the second hand. For the final layer, I'm using Luxio Gloss Gel. Apply a thin, even layer on all the nails, capping the free edge. Always be careful to cover the entire nail, especially the side walls. After you've completed your application to all 5 nails, just go back and double check all of the nails to be sure there is no pooling at the edges. When doing a French, I like to go back and just carefully wipe off any excess gel that may be at the tip of the nail. When you're finished, you may cure the gloss 30 seconds in an LED or 2 minutes in a UV light. After curing, use a lint-free wipe saturated with prep and white to remove the tacky layer. Using a fine 240 grit file, very carefully touch up the edges of the nails, being careful not to break the seal. Finish off by applying cuticle oil